Hello, everyone, and welcome to Paper Route Scrapbooking. I'm Nadine, and today I'm going to be creating another layout for my March Madness series where I'm going to be following a sketch from Chrissy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. And I am also going to be, oh, in stereo apparently. I'm also going to be adding up some points for the Calvin Ball challenge over at scraphappy.org. So I am also just on call. Shh, don't tell, which I kind of forgot about, but I remember now, so that's important, right? And so I might need to pause at some point and come back. I don't know, but it should be fine. I don't think there should be any issues tonight. So this is my cut file for today. We have this sketch for Chrissy's Beautiful Life 30 Days of Sketches. It is from my friend Ginger. She made this really simple sketch that leaves a lot of inspiration, but also a lot that you can interpret, right? So it has this big heart in the center, kind of offset to the left. There's a title across the bottom. There's journaling and embellishing up here, and then there's two photos in the center. So I only have one photo for today. And so we're going to change this up a little bit. I also think I might want to move my title to the top because I want to create a little bit of a scene across the bottom. So let's get started though. This is going to be what I kind of want my background to be, but I also want it to have that white edge around the outside. So I'm going to cut this down to 11.5 by 11.5. This is just a Doodlebug Petite Prince. It has polka dots on one side and this kind of like plaid tone on tone blue on the other side. And I think it's an excellent background for my Easter photo today. And let me see. So what did I say? 11.5 by 11.5. I think that should be good. And that'll leave us a 1/4 inch around the outside and give us that white border I'm looking for. Excuse me. Got a frog in my throat. Yeah, weird. I don't know. Okay. So we'll get that on here. And inking everything today in Iced Spruce Distress ink from Tim Holtz. It's just a little bit of a lighter gray with a bit of a green aqua kind of tint in it. And I like it for these more pastel kind of layouts. So I think it'll go nicely with what I'm doing here today because it's going to be Easter. And my Easter embellishments are handmade. I made them last year for a swap. So I'm just going to set them aside for a second. Here's my washi strip that I cut. It's also going to need to be trimmed down now that I'm thinking. Okay, so while I was waiting to get reconnected, because that's always fun, I got that background sheet laid down on the white background, and this is going to be the base of my layout. So that's kind of exciting to get that done. And then we have, this is going to be my cut file that I'm using. And I'm going to back it, instead of backing each little piece, I'm just going to back it with one sheet. So this is just like kind of a flimsy out of a paper pad watercolor ombre kind of looking thing that I thought gave those pastel vibes. And so I just went ahead and traced it onto my sheet. So I just have to cut in between these lines so that I can glue it down on the back of the cut file. And I just, I'm not really working with a collection per se. I am working with a bunch of different things. So this cut file, I believe, is from Cut to You, which is an Australian company. They are lovely. I was on their design team for a while. So pretty. Everything she makes is so lovely. It's Gwen. And I think that's where this one is from. And then I'm not working with any specific collection. I just grabbed a bunch of different Easter stuff out of my spring iris container. So there's that. So that's my heart for the center. Yeah, I like how that looks. Okay, so I'm just going to put some adhesive on the lines in the middle so that they'll stick down pretty well. And then maybe I'll just use the white glue around the outside edge. So this doesn't want to come out. I must have left it open too long last night. Okay, so here we go. I have posted my layouts on my Instagram feed because I know that these videos have been getting kind of long, especially with my internet being what it is. And so I wanted to make sure you had a place where you could go and see the finished product. And that is where it all is. It's also posted on my Facebook page too, under Paper Route Scrapbooking. So I'd love it if you'd go over to the Facebook page and add a follow, because if I get enough followers, then I can stream my lives that I do for my local scrapbook store on my own Facebook page as well. Whereas right now I don't have enough followers, so Facebook won't let me do that. Kind of sucks. This has a little bit of a gap right there, but that's okay. I'm just going to leave it because it's not coming up nicely. So I'm just going to leave it, and it'll be an opportunity for embellishing. That's how we do that in scrapbooking, right? Okay, so I'm going to get some adhesive on here. We'll glue that down to our base page. And I'm putting it a little bit high because, like I said, I have some things that I kind of want to create, like a little bit of a scene down across the bottom. So we'll do that. And actually, I think my title will cover up that blank space. Or do I want my title down? Where did Ginger have it on hers? She had it kind of down here, didn't she? So that might be fun too. I don't know. So this is what I have. I have this little cutie pie, but he's the same color as my Easter egg. So I don't think I want him right by my title. I think I want my title at the top. But I don't like where this is now. Conundrums. Lifting things up. Maybe I should have laid it all down first. Oh well. That's not how I roll. It would be fake if I did that. Lies. Okay, so let's see. This and then this. Something like that. Okay, I can get behind that. We have our little guy there, and then we have our photo. I was going to mat the photo with this scrap of pink that was in there. My photo is 4x6. I just realized I was going to look up the date of this photo, and I didn't get around to it. Oh, that's a 4. That's not going to work unless I trim this down. I guess I could do that. So we'll just trim a 1/4 inch off. And then I'll do the same across the bottom. And then I'll cut this at 6, and then it'll fit. There we go. So that's the photo. Now Ginger's photo is kind of up over this way. Her title's down here, but my title's going to go up here because I want my little bunny. He's not a bunny. He's a bird disguised as a bunny. So that's how we roll over here. I want him down here. And I was hoping to get some peeps on here. Aren't these cute? Who made these? KL. Aww. KL used to trade with us over on Ginger's Corner in our Canada group. She always made such cute things. Okay, now I feel like these guys are peeking out. I don't know. Do I like that? Not really. Okay, so I can put one on this side. Yeah, that's good. Okay. And then I was thinking I could maybe get some of this stuff on here too, because a lot of these things are in our Ginger's Corner, or sorry, in our, what's it called? Calvin Ball list. So we have trees are on the list. We have flowers are on the list. We have birds, songbirds, they're on the list. We have frog, he's on the list too. So I thought maybe we could get some of these things into our little scenery. So let's start with our cloud. Clouds typically go somewhere up top, right? So let's put our cloud in maybe behind here. And I'll want it to go down a little bit because I don't want that gap. If the blue gap shines in there, that's not going to be pretty. Okay, what about a tree? Where can I put a tree? Well, we could put a tree in behind our bird / bunny. Can we? And we could put our little froggy friend down here by the eggs. He could be hanging out with the eggs. What about our little songbird? Where should we put him? Does he want to sit here, coming from our photo maybe? Maybe I'll save him till after. Okay, let's get some of this stuff glued down. I think I want this down flat, and then I maybe want to pop up my title on dimensional foam. So let's get this onto the mat. Oh, I put the year on there so I would know which year to look up in my phone and find what date she sent this to me. So okay. So probably be easier if I lay this down first and then try to get the other stuff on there. Okay. We have our little froggy friend. I do want to put a little bit of ink around his edges so that he doesn't blend totally into the background and disappear. I want him to stand out a little. And then we want this guy. I'm going to give him a little bit of foam adhesive in the back. And as you can see, these are all just made out of my scrap papers. Nothing is matchy-matchy. But it was for, I think, was this one for a swap with Ginger's Corner? No, I think this one was for a swap with my store people. Okay. And then one on the middle. Now, here's my question. So my little bunny, do I leave his eyes just empty like that, or do I put a little something behind him? Where is my... I'll probably just grab a circle punch, little one. So if I put this circle punch and some, where's my scraps? Okay. Chair's sneaking away on me. Okay, so if I put like a little, instead of trying to fuss with it. Oh yeah, I like that better. Okay, so I'm gonna glue my little circle in behind there. And then his eyes aren't hollow, see-through eyes. They're black. Just like on the candy marshmallow peeps that we buy at the store. So I'm gonna put this down first. I don't know what I'm gonna do with these fingernails. Hi, my mama is here. My sound is glitching in and out. Yeah, my internet is terrible. I don't know how to fix it. Well, I do, but it's going to take time. I ordered an upgrade to my internet, but of course I can't make the internet guy come sooner. I just have to wait my turn. So it's my internet connection. I moved the booster into my room, my craft room. It didn't make any difference. It's the same terrible connection. I swear they do that every so many years so that you have to upgrade your plan or whatever. It's so annoying. Okay, there we go. Got a little peep on there. And we're going to put our little birdie on. And I think him I'm just going to put down right onto the page. I loved these layered embellishments. I think this one also is from Miss Kate Cuttables. This, so this cut file was from, what did I say? Cut to You. And these ones are from Miss Kate. Okay, so let's get some, cover up the eyes in these little peeps. Ah! Like bouncy. They haven't even given me a date of when they're coming. Like, are they really that far behind or are they just messing with me? I don't know. But it's super annoying. I wish that I could just fix it. You know, like, I feel like everything is so digital. Why can't they just, like, upgrade me? Why do they have to come to my house? What are they going to do? I don't know. I don't know enough about it. I just know that it needs an upgrade because it's terrible. I don't know where that other one disappeared to, so I'll just make another one. It like flew. Now I feel like these embellishments are doing a lot of the work for me, so I don't have to do much else once I get all these things on here. And in place of where Ginger's second photo is on her sketch, I am going to put my journaling in that spot. Can't get that little guy in there. Okay, there he goes. All right. So there are my peeps and my birdies. I think this is going to get popped up also. So this is why I like the foam roll, is because I can just like do the whole length of this without having to pull off all those teeny tiny little, oh my gosh, did I actually get to the end of this thing? I feel like I've been using the same roll forever. Well, that's good. Working on using up products, right? I'm hoping to use up this sticker sheet on this one. We'll see. There we go. There. Easter fun. Okay, so I have made a tag for my journaling. And I typed some journaling. It doesn't say much, just that they went to see the Easter Bunny and which mall they were at, and that they were both really good. Okay, and then I want to put some twine on there. Let's see what we got. Maybe some yellow. Maybe not. It doesn't want to come apart. This one's already started. Let's use this one. So we're going to put this one on here. Yeah, I think it is from Miss Kate. So she's just asking, is the title from Miss Kate? Yeah, I think the title and these eggs and this bunny are all from Miss Kate Cuttables. And she makes such brilliant layered die cut pieces because you can tell she must use them herself because the way that they layer together is so much more user friendly than other ones. Even they're better than the ones that Cricut like Provocraft makes. They layer so much more nicely. Okay, there we go. We have Easter fun happening with our big heart in the middle. And I think that's it for the base. Let's see if we can get some of these stickers on here. I'm just going to put the lid on my glue if I can find it so that it doesn't dry out on me. We don't want that, right? The cookie jar out of my way. Let's see. Let's get our little birdie on here. Maybe he can come down here where my journaling is. Should I add some ink to him? Probably, because just like with the little froggy, I kind of want him to stand out a little bit from the background paper. So we'll just give a little ink on the edges. And stick them back in there. And tuck the journaling back in. There. Yes, that's quite cute. We can do that, right? And then we have some more trees. Do we want to put some more trees in behind our peeps? Sure, why not? We're aiming to use up our sticker sheet. So let's get another tree in back there. Or maybe this one can go on the other side because it's the same color as that tree. And I want this one to go behind my photo. And then this one is a different color, so it'll layer up nicer on top of the green tree. Okay, then we have some florals. We could put one in here. We can put one up on this side. Some leaves on that one. What else? And then we have some kind of like smaller ones. Maybe these ones can go in there. Do we want? Is this even a sticker? Why is that not coming out of there? Weird. It's not. It's part of the background sheet. Huh. Wild. Okay, so then I have this one little flower. Where should I put it? There we go. So we used up a sticker sheet. Yay. Gotta love it when we're using our scrapbook supplies, right? This was the, what did we call this? Hexagon washi that I used on my border strip, and I punched it with a scallop punch. I have a little label piece that I thought maybe could layer under my title or under my journaling, and then I could stamp my date there. I just don't know what the date is. I know it was 2022. I guess I could just put 2022 on there because it's obviously Easter time, right? But I probably don't have enough twos in here. Let me see. That is the thing about 2000s, right? We're using up all of our twos. Yeah, there's not a single two left in there. Not helpful. But you know what? I bet I could get on here for rub-ons is one of these Paige Evans. This one says together. I like this little banner one. That's kind of cute. Let's do the XOXO. Okay. Will it fit under my... No, not really. I'll just stick it in on this label here. Use my pencil. There we go. Got a rub-on in there. What else are we going to put on here? Okay, so this is our sketch from Ginger over at 30 Days of Sketches with Christy's Beautiful Life. It's got the big heart in the middle. We put our big heart. We've got some embellishing up here. Yes, our title we moved up so that we could put our big embellishments down here. And I feel like that's it for our sketch. Thank you, Ginger, for your inspiration. I always love seeing what you come up with. And then we have some Calvin Ball. Let's see what else we can add to this to get some points. I'm going to grab my notepad, I think. Yesterday, I did 2 layouts. I did one with you guys, which I thought was 72 points, but after I turned off the camera, I added extra things, and I ended up with 78 points. So if you go back and look at the Instagram, you can see if you can find anything that wasn't on there when you when you saw it. And then I did another layout for my store, and that one ended up being worth 46 points. It's also on my Instagram and my Facebook page. So I'm just going to tear this right out of here and flip it over. I'll just use the back side of it to count for today. What's today? Day 26, right? Yes. Mom, it's your birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday. So lucky. Lucky to have my mama here. So fun. Okay. So let's see. We got 1 point for making a layout, 1 point for making a video. And then all of my sharing, I shared all 5 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I am going to see what we can get on here. So star is the first thing. And I do not see a star. So let's see if we can get a little star on here. Where do we have stars? Ooh, how about one of these? Then we can get our flare point and our stars point. What do you think? Can we do it? Should we do a yellow one? I might take it off the dimensional adhesive though, because I don't think I want it popped up. So these are from Scrap and Happy Studio. You can find them on Instagram and you can order from them. They're handmade epoxy flares, and they're in the US. Does it say where they're from? I don't remember. My friend placed an order and a bunch of us ordered together because in Canada that ordering from the US can get kind of expensive. So we'll do that sometimes so that we can split the cost of the shipping and customs and all of that sort of thing. And let's see what we got. So we have yellow here. We have, ooh, don't lose it. Yellow here. And I just put a glue dot on the back of there. And this needs to come out a little bit because it's covering a bit of my journaling. We don't want that. There. Okay. So maybe, I don't like it there. Nope, also don't like that. Maybe I won't get a flare on here. Well, that's cute. I can put it there. Okay, so we have stars now. What else do we have? We do not have 100 words of journaling for sure. We have typewriter font though. Each of the kids have their own albums and they each get their own font, but today this one goes in their family album, so I just use whatever font I come up with that day. We put a label under here. This is not a selfie. I don't have the date, but I will add it later. Washi tape. Yep, we got two rows of washi up there. Pre-March layout. No. Ribbon. I did not put ribbon, but I could probably find a spot for it. What kind of ribbon should we add today? I don't know. Maybe just this one. This like aqua turquoisey. We have that color in our layout, right? So let's snip that. And let's just make a little spot for our ribbon. And we'll put it right up with our title up here. And I'm just going to staple it because that's the best way to get it on here. And also, stapling is a Kelvin ballpoint. So let's see. Let's do this without wrecking my title, preferably. Uh-oh, it doesn't want to stay. It's being fussy. Okay. This, I'm going to have to fix this ribbon jar. It is a mess. We have a lot of cleaning up to do after this March Madness series. The whole room is a bit of a disaster. Okay. So we got a bit of ribbon on there. What else we got? Stitching. Nope. Okay. I could probably add some stitching lines. I just don't know where I'm going to put them. So we'll leave that for now. A frame. No. Paper clip. Nope, but I could probably add one. What kind of paper clips should we add today? What do we got? Well, we got all these little wee ones here. That would be really cute. How about that one? A little circly spiral one for good measure. Can put it right onto our tag. Ugh, or not. It does not want to clip on there. There we go. I'll fuss with it later. Paper clip, enamel dots. Sure, we can find those. What color should we do? Maybe a yellow. I think I used all the pink. Let's grab the pink from this one. We can use Tea Party. Okay, so we'll add those after, but we're definitely going to put enamel dots. Hearts. Surely there's a heart on here already somewhere. Is there not? I guess not. Okay. Okay, we can fix that. A doily, no. Polka dots, yeah, we definitely got polka dots covered. We got polka dots in our papers and in our ribbon. Use a stencil. No, I didn't do stencil today. Camera. No. Handwriting. No. Arrows. No. Word strip stickers. No, and I don't think I have any in this little collection either. Film strip. Nope. Hexagons. Yeah, we have hexagons on our washi. Plaid. We have plaid on our background piece. Circles. Yeah, we got circles on there. Birthdays. No. Tag. Yep. Stripes, definitely. Twine. Yes, got twine on our tag. Watercolor. We used a watercolor background thing there. Rub on. Yeah, we did our XOXO rub on. Monochrome. No. Grid. Our tag was punched out of a rainbow grid paper. Staple. We stapled our ribbon onto our layout. A cut file. Yes, we have cut files galore on this one. Ombre. So yes, our heart backing is ombre. Splatter. No. Sun. No. Coffee or tea. No. Cork. No. Bling. Do I have bling? I could probably add some bling. What kind of bling should we add on here? How about I have these ones from Hunky Dory Designs. Let's throw a couple of flower centers on here. What do you think? Maybe that one I can make into use the gray color to match with my cut files. There we go. And then maybe a yellow one back down. Oh, that one did not come off with the adhesive. Okay, try again. There we go. Should be using my tweezers. My fingernails are a big enough mess. I don't need to wreck them some more. Okay, so we got some bling. Where are we at? Bling, embossing. The ears on the bunny have embossing on them. Torn paper, no. Green, yes, we definitely have green on there. I have a heart. Oh, yeah. Fair point. Thank you so much. Basically, the whole background is a heart. Thank you. Yep. So smart sometimes. Heart. Oh, gosh. Okay. A gear. No, I have these little gears over here, but they're not the right color for this layout. I could put this little blue one on here. It would match. Gear. A rainbow. Well, I feel like the whole thing looks like a rainbow, but I could add a little rainbow. I have cute rainbows. Where are they? Look at these little rainbows from Doodlebug. Can I just look at that? A little rainbow. Gold. No. Finish a product. Yeah, we finished that sticker sheet. Die cuts. Yep. Buttons. No. Puffy stickers. No. Multi-font title. Yes. Feathers. No. Although I have birds on here, so I feel like a feather would be appropriate. I just don't know where I would find one at the moment. Scallops. Yes, I punched a scallop across the top. Clock. No. Word love. No. Acetate. Nope. Use a punch. I punched the border and I also punched my tag. Songbird. Yeah, we have a songbird right there. Wood grain. Not today. Doodle. I could doodle some stitched lines on here later. That would give me a couple points. 3 or more photos, no. Black and white photo, no. Geotag, no. Rounding corners, no. Glitter. We have glitter on the bunny's ears. Disney, not today, but that'll be a helpful point for tomorrow. I have some Disney. Avocado. I did not find one for today. A music note. No, but I feel like I could put little music notes coming out of my little birdie. White pen. No. Sloth? No. Pickles? No. I can't believe pickle is still on the list. That's so silly. Here, let me punch a little music note. I can put that over here by my bird. How cute is he? Music note. What else? Pickles, memorabilia, flowers. Yeah, we got flowers. Used the sketch from Ginger. We got butterflies on here. No, but we could probably add one. How about we put a wood veneer butterfly? Where's my little wood veneer thing? It's over here. We have Starburst. Oh, there's got to be a butterfly still in here somewhere. Just not seeing it, right? I see flowers. I see, oh, there's one. Butterfly. What else we got? Holiday? No. Well, yeah, Easter's a holiday. It doesn't have to be Christmas holiday or vacation. Okay, cloud. Yeah, I put a little cloud sticker up there. Books? No. Wood veneer. Yeah, we just added a wood veneer butterfly. A banner? No. A bee? No. Sequins? No. Hedgehog? No. Stamp? I did not stamp anything today. Journaling card? Nope. A bow? Again, no, but I could probably get one on here. Lace? Nope. Brad? No. Shaker? Nope. Chicken? No. Fruit? No. Chipboard? Flare? Got our little flare down there. Put away 5 layouts. No. Vellum? No. Eyelet? There's an eyelet in our tag. Viewmaster? No. Tickets? No. Shamrock? Photo corners? Use super old stash? I would say yes. Chevron. Don't think I have a chevron pattern on here. No. Deer? Playing card? Bubbles? Quote? Robot? Blue? We got blue for sure. Yellow? Yep. The word spring? No. A tab? Maybe I could grab a tab or punch a tab or something. Let's see, what do we got? Just wrecking the place, don't worry. That's what I do. Grab this little scrap over here. Punch my tab to match my tag. And then that can go in behind my photo, or I could put it in behind here even. Tab. Yes. Dimensional adhesive. Yeah, we used some on our title and on some of our embellishments. A curved title. No. Something folded. While I folded that tab. A list. A tree. Yeah, we got tree stickers. Cat. Unicorn. Teal. Yes, we used teal. Nouveau drops. No. Dragonflies. No. Airplanes. No. And mesh or tulle. I don't have tulle, but I have this magic mesh. You guys remember this stuff? It's in black, so it's not going on this layout, but isn't it? I don't know where I got this from, but it looks like I got it from a garage sale. So it's $1 on here. Anyway, it's old. I'm going to put it to use before the end of the month, I promise. But it looks like fun. I don't see, it says brazen black. Packaged by work from home Minnesota mom to appreciate your purchase. Okay, cool. Yeah, that should be fun at some point, right? Okay, so I think that's kind of it for my points. I can probably get a few of these on here. So I'm just going to put one of each size at the top and probably one of each size over towards this bottom little area. There we go. So we got our enamel dots on there. And I think that's it for my layout today. It was a quick one. So thanks so much to everybody who came and watched me live. I feel like it was probably glitchy because my internet connection is terrible. And I'm so sorry to everybody who's coming to watch and still getting that terrible internet service. But like I said, I can't make them come to my house any faster. I did call them and tried to get the problem resolved, but it'll probably get resolved right after March, right? Okay, so thanks again for coming to watch. Anybody who's watching from the future, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. Please go check out the other creators from Chrissy's Beautiful Life. I put the one-click playlist down in the description box. Go check out the Facebook group where you can find all these amazing sketches from all of these fantastic content creators that are, and I love that these sketches are made exclusively for Chrissy's Beautiful Life. I think that that's just such a special thing that happens in our community, that we all share our information so freely, and you know, we're not upset when somebody mimics our idea. We're like inspired or like pleased that somebody wanted to mimic our idea, right? Calvin Ball, if you're interested in playing along or just seeing what it's all about, go over to the scraphappy.org. If you're looking for an online community because you don't have a local community of scrapbookers, please go check out scraphappy.org. It's a very great community. They're very encouraging. There's lots happening over there all the time. I think you definitely get your money's worth from Alice and Alice in there. If you're just looking for free stuff, they do Calvin Ball every year. They offer a free crop once a month where you can win a kit from the scrap room. Just check out that free events tab on their website. I will be back. What is today? Today is Wednesday. So Thursday, I'll be back. Yes, I'll be back at 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So that is 5 p.m. Pacific Time and 8 p.m. Eastern Time. So I hope more of you can join me. I love having you here. I appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. And I hope you all have a great rest of your evening. Bye for now.